Good everyone, welcome to another edition of the Complete Sports Update. My name is Abib Kuranga. This is the show where we'll bring to you the latest and trending stories in the world of sports. The Super Eagles of Nigeria began the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers on an impressive note following a win and a draw against Benin Republic and Rwanda respectively. England captain Harry Kane scored a brace on his 100th international cap for the Three Lions. Tottenham are set to host Arsenal in yet another North London derby fixture. These, alongside other interesting and exciting topics, shall be discussed right here. Do sit back, relax, and enjoy, because this is the Complete Sports Updates. Joining me on today's episode is James Agberibi, and together we shall be taking you through the rounds as far sporting stories in today's episode is concerned. Welcome back to the show, James.
Thank you very much, Abi.
Yeah, yes, definitely. It's always good to be back, and what a way to be back yet again with the Super Eagles of Nigeria following their impressive victory against the Benin Republic on Saturday. A 3-0 victory. Ademola Lookman scoring a brace and Victor Osimhen scoring a goal, coming off from the bench, and also the second game, which ended goalless draw on Tuesday. Though Nigeria actually played, pretty well, decent performance from the boys, with Victor Boniface also, hitting the bar early on. So, it was more like an impressive performance, and what a way to begin the 2025 African Cup of Nations. And kudos to the interim head coach, Austin Eguavoen, who is currently assisted by the Rivers United head coach Fidelis Idechukwu, as well as the Remo Stars head coach Daniel Ogumodede. So what do you have to say about the Super Eagles performance?
Well, good one. What a way to bounce back. Remember the poor performance during the World Cup qualifiers. I think this kind of eased that tension, pressure, anxiety. Avenging the victory, the defeat against the Benin Republic in June, 3-0 comfortable victory.
Yes.
And a good one also that Ademola Lookman keeps doing well for club and country. It gives him that edge when it comes to the African Footballer of the Year.
Yes.
A lot of people are pointing to the fact that is the undisputed favorite for the title. Victor Osimhen who came back to the team and also banging the goals just 6 minutes into his introduction. Yes. And he scored. And also went away against Rwanda, the newly refurbished Amahoro Stadium. So they launched it against the Super Eagles, and Rwanda, they are one team that you cannot take anything away from them. They will give any top team in Africa a good game, and kudos to the Super Eagles that they went there and they were able to get a draw. Unfortunately, they scored, but I don't know what happened. The referee they called for infringement, whether offside or I don't know what really happened. Even if I want to argue that there was a foul, but it was minimal.
Yeah, so definitely.
All in all, a good one for the Super Eagles. 4 points, topping the group. So I think it's a good one going into the rest of the qualifiers. So. What a way to put behind all the criticism, all the all the negative talk about the team, about the coaches and everything. So I think it's a good one for them. 3 goals scored, none conceded. So it's a good start for them.
Yes, definitely, it's a good start for them. Now, so let me ask you, James. When the news broke out that Bruno Labbadia and the NFF failed to agree on the contractual terms as regards to him becoming the head coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and automatically when the team is currently not having the manager, it is the responsibility of the technical director to come in to act as an interim head coach right there. And Austin Eguavoen, I don't think he has really put in a wrong foot as regards to how the Super Eagles, the setup of the Super Eagles in terms of the players that needs to start the game, and also his substitution, and with the way these guys have been playing. So do you think Austin Eguavoen deserve another chance to continue to becoming the head coach of the Super Eagles?
Well, if you check out his record, his win ratio compared to his defeats, the win ratio outweighs that of the defeats that the Super Eagles have suffered under his reign. And he's somebody that he knows the team in and out. He He's not a novice, just because of his position. Whenever the issue of appointing a coach, maybe things doesn't go well, he's always stepped in because he's the technical director. So he's always the next person to fill in that space. So which he did. Like I said, his experience in the team. He came in and become a coach of the Super Eagles way back in 2005. Almost qualified the Super Eagles for the World Cup. He didn't start the journey. He took it almost more than halfway. You know, I remember after the draw against Angola, that cost us the World Cup ticket. He came in, replaced Christian Chukwu. He became the first Nigerian coach to win an away game in Nigeria, the 5-2 victory. He took the team to the AFCON. They got third. So he has been in and out of the team. And whether they should appoint him, look, I think the best thing is to just sit him down and say, okay, look, why not just take over the team, because we're tired of this issue of we want to appoint this coach, the next year because of tax issues we can't get the coach again, but I want to collect this coach, you say no because money issue. So if you know that money is always one of the major issues why you cannot appoint technical advisor, foreign technical advisor, then let's stick with Eguavoen. That based on they say you're as good as your last result.
Yeah.
The qualifiers we saw for a win and a draw. It goes to show that there's improvement. The players, they gave their all, they did well. So I think we should just stick with him and let's know that okay, we have a coach than always going out there to look for a coach. At the end of the day, we just banded name around. At the end of the day, you not even appoint anybody.
Yes, definitely. I think where he actually lost the trust of Nigerians is actually the 2022 World Cup qualifiers against Ghana.
The poor Ghanaian side.
Exactly, where they lost against them in Abuja. Yeah. So it's actually something that people will actually see as a dent in his Super Eagles career as far as the managerial position is concerned. So over to the European scene. England played against Finland, and it was a record for Harry Kane, his 100th international cap for the Three Lions. And what a way to get that 100 cap. He scored a brace for the Three Lions, and that made him become the first player to hit 68 goals for the English national side, even though he has already broken the record since 2023, which was held by Wayne Rooney on 53. So he's now whooping 16 goals, 15 goals actually, ahead of the second in line, which is Wayne Rooney. So what do you have to say about Harry Kane's impressive performance for the English national side ever since he had his debut in 2015?
Yeah, I think Harry Kane I can confidently say he can go down as one of the legends of English football. But it's unfortunate that he has not been able to
win a major trophy.
I mean, if you check out most of the guys who did it for England, I think they have something to hold on to. But it's so unfortunate that Kane has not been able to do that. He has played in some finals. He played in 2 League Cup finals. Played in the Champions League final. When he moves to Bayern Munich, a lot of people believed the course will eventually
be broken.
But he lost the German Super Cup, lost the league title.
The DFB Pokal.
So for me, he has done well for himself when it comes to the English national team. He has helped them to 2 major finals, the Euros, got to the semi-final of the World Cup, played a major part in these feats. So for me, like I said, he's going to go down as one of the legends of English football, especially the striking role, because we had the likes of Gary Lineker, Wayne Rooney, guys like that.
Yes, Michael Owen, Robbie Fowler,
so he has done well for himself. And one thing again is, the other guys too, they share something in common. They never won anything for the English national team. So it's just about personal achievement. So he has kind of surpassed what others have been able to achieve. So he's so unlucky. He got to the final, but they just couldn't lay their hands on the trophy. So good one for Harry Kane. One of the dreaded strikers in the world, current when you talk of strikers in the world now. So, and he is even in the Ballon d'Or nomination. So like I said, good one for him, and hope to see more of him and eventually this season eventually
Eventually,
you're going to
yes.
win something major, because he cannot end his career just showing us his individual
Yes, definitely,
trophies.
definitely, because that would be a huge dent to
A huge
his
one.
playing career.
Exactly.
To be honest, yes. So now that the September international break is over, club football will be back on our screen, and what a way for it to be back with the North London derby.
Yeah.
That will be going down on Sunday between Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur. Arsenal battling with injuries recently, with Martin Odegaard, going out injured in Norway's game against Austria, where they played a 2-1 victory actually, which Erling Haaland was among the goal scorers, and also Mikel Merino, who was actually, the new signing, who was actually out injured. You talk about Declan Rice, who will also miss the crucial encounter due to the red card that he received in the previous game against Brighton and Hove Albion. So what are your thoughts as regards to the game on Sunday?
Well, I think with the injury issues with Arsenal, you want to say, okay, Tottenham Hotspur, but this is a derby, and whatever player that gets the nod to play, there's always this fire, this fight that it's a derby, and
definitely.
Heading to the derby, there's always what it's about, the bragging rights and all.
Yes,
Arsenal, the last 2 seasons, Arsenal have had it over Spurs. Last season, they drew at the Emirates, and Arsenal won away in the Tottenham Stadium. The season before last, it was a double. Arsenal did it over them.
Yeah.
So Arsenal are going to miss key players, just like as you mentioned, Odegaard. This guy, Declan Rice, will be out due to suspension. So I mean, I want to believe that they have capable players who can step in. You still have somebody like Zinchenko, who can play as a midfielder.
Yeah.
You still have Partey there. You have Jorginho. Even what's it called? Havertz. He was brought in originally as a midfielder. So I think Arteta will sit down and have to re-strategize. So it's going to be a very difficult call, because, like I said, it's a derby, and when it comes to derbies, fumbles are thrown out the window.
Yeah, definitely.
Whoever get the nod to play, you always want to give 100 and over 100% performance. So I won't come out here and say because of the injury issues Arsenal are facing, Spurs will just automatically get it. I mean, the guys are going to come in, especially those who have not been having regular playing time. We want to give their all and show the coach that we can do it. We can step in and even do better than the guys who are out injured. So it's all about competition. So for me, it's a tough call. I'm not going to give it to Spurs. I'm not going to give it to Arsenal. It's going to be a tight one, and at the end of the day, might end. Both teams might end up sharing spots.
Yes, definitely they might share the spoils, and just like what James said, in derbies, forms are usually thrown out of the window, and we've seen actually in recent times where teams that are not really on form usually come up to defeat their rival as far as the game is concerned. So thank you very much, James, for the wonderful and insightful analysis.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so viewers, this is where we'll be wrapping things up as far as proceedings is concerned. Do take care of yourselves and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.